Hey everybody, I'm Medusa MUA and welcome to the video. Today we are going to, I don't know if you noticed, but I have a full face of makeup on except for my eyeshadow, and that is because in today's video we are going to be having a first impression slash review with the Sephora Pro Neons palette. Now I have had this for like 2 months and I really have been dying to use it, but I haven't had a chance to film, and you know, I made a rule that I wasn't going to open it and play with it until I got a chance to film. So this is what it looks like. It came in this little unicarton. It's this little guy. You open it up and it looks like this. So if that is something that you want to see, stay tuned and I will see you in a minute. So I am a big fan of color. That shouldn't come as a surprise to many of you. Um, so when I saw this mini little electric pro palette, I was like, yes, please, I need to have that. So I'm so excited to try this, and it was fairly cheap. I think it was like $22 or $24. I'll put that somewhere around here and down in the description box. But yeah, now since it is a neons palette, I am going to have to use another palette for like transition shades and things like that. But it's really cute. It comes in this little black case, and you know what I really like is whatever this finish is, it's not picking up like fingerprints, which is really nice. I mean, really, that isn't a huge deal to me, but it just is nice when you open your makeup drawer and it looks clean. So, and it has a little mirror in it. It's not like a huge mirror. Sorry, I'm just like blinding you. But yes, it has a mirror, and it's got 6 shades, and it came with this little thing, and all the names are on this little plastic cover guy, which I actually really like these. I think I might be the only person who keeps these in their palettes, but I love these plastic covers, so I don't mind that the names are on here instead of on the palette themselves. So we have the white shade, porcelain, we have the electric violet, Tila, Jeffrey, Chris, and Tangerine. So today I really was thinking something more cool tone. I want to play with the blue and purple and the porcelain. So I am going to go ahead and dive in. First things first, I have to lay a transition shade though. So I'm going to use something on my Tarte palette, my trusty to-go guy here. I'm actually going to go with a warmer tone transition just to, I don't know, have some contrast. And I'm going to use the mirror in the palette. So that's cool. You know what? Actually, I'm going to warm up that crease with this tangerine shade right here. I'm going to see where that takes us. Maybe it'll be a mistake, maybe it won't. You'll see. So, first time dipping into the palette, we'll see. Oh, so there's a little bit of kickback, like, which is to be expected with the Sephora Pro palette. I've tried other things and watched reviews on other ones, and that's kind of something that happens with these palettes, especially with bright colors. Bright colors in any brand they tend to have a lot of kickback. Oh wow. Wow. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. So going in with these shades, you're going to want to be a little bit more careful because they are pigmented, so it probably is going to be very easy to be able to put a lot of product down, put too much down. So make sure when you dip into the palette, you always tap your brush off. I mean, that's a basic thing for most palettes, but you know, especially for this. So I'm going to go in right off the bat, and I'm going to take going to take that blue shade and I'm going to use a little bit of a fluffy brush. Dip in. Ooh, wow. The blue has a lot more fallout than the orange did. So that's interesting. Oh, what? For having more fallout, it's not... What? Like, can you see this? Oh, let me zoom you in. Hang on. Like, it's barely doing anything. So I'm not going to tap the brush. I'm just going to go in because... Okay, there we go. There's something. I'm just kind of packing it on with the fluffy brush. I'm not even starting to blend it out. So the blue is a little bit less pigmented than the orange. I'm thinking I'm going to do a halo. So it is buildable. It blends out nice. It's not patchy or anything, so that's nice. It's just, I really expected there to be a lot more pigment with that blue after going in with the orange and it being as vibrant as it was. So you do have to build up on the blue a little bit. Okay, now that I have the blue laid down on both eyes where I want it, and I have it built up to the point that I want it, I'm going to go in with the purple shade, and I'm just going to kind of blend that into the center a little bit. The purple has significantly less kickback than the blue. The blue has the most kickback so far, and yet the least pigment, so that's weird. Like, the purple is just so good immediately. Now I am going to use a concealer and go right over the center of my eye to kind of place down a base for my shimmer shade that I want to place in the middle. So now that I have that placed, I think I'm going to go in with a silver shade from this palette right here and put that right in the center. And I'm just using my finger because I feel like I get the most color payoff that way, so I love a halo eye. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, so I'm going to go in with that purple because when I put the halo in, it kind of covered up some of that, and I want to blend them together a little bit. Then I think I'm going to go ahead and go in with that pink and put that on the lower lash line. Now I'm going to take a little bit of that electric violet and put it on the lower lash line and really just tuck it up in that corner. Now I'm going to put on some mascara. I will be right back. Okay, so this is the final look that I got. And I'm really, really happy with how this look turned out. There are a few things, though, about the palette. Okay, so I really, really like bright colors. I know most people, this isn't like an everyday palette. It wouldn't even be an everyday palette for me. But it is a really fun thing to have in your collection. The shadows themselves are a little bit chalky. They blended out nice for the most part, but they definitely could be creamier. I've definitely tried out eyeshadows that are a little bit nicer little bit creamier. But for a cheap palette, for something that has some bright colors and you can add some versatility to some of your more basic palettes, I think that this was a great buy, especially just for $24-ish. Again, I'll put the price somewhere around here. But if you're looking for a neon palette for just something that's, you know, you don't need a whole ton of colors, but something that you want to just have a few things that you can add some pops of color, I think that this would be a decent buy. Do I think that you need to run out and buy it right now? No, I'm sure that you could find other things that maybe might work better. But for me, as a makeup collector, I'm really, really glad that I bought this and I have this in my collection. I think that my look turned out really good for today. And I think that you can definitely, the only thing I was disappointed in was the blue. I really had to work to build that up. And even still, like, it's not, I feel like it could have been a little bit better. But overall, I think it was a decent palette. I'm glad that I spent my money on it. I'm glad that I have it in my collection. I will use it again. For most people, though, I don't think you need to go run out and buy this right this second. So that is the end of the video. This is the final look. If you liked what you saw, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And maybe hit the little bell in the corner so you get a notification every time I upload a new video and you can see what's going on, what new makeup stuff is coming out, or what kind of shenanigans I'm up to. I look forward to seeing you all again in my next video. Have a good day. My baby's awake. Say hello, Wayne. Hello. Hi. You see that baby? See that baby? Yeah, you see that baby. There is my big fluffy brush.